everyone, my name is Lunar of Lunar Witch Stitchery, and I hope that you're all doing well today. I'm doing pretty well myself, so yes, I'm very excited to be filming today. I don't have quite as much to actually show today, but it's the end of June, and I just kind of want to do like a wrap up for the month as we head into July and the second half of the year. So as usual, I will be doing a little life update, catch-up type deal in the start of this video. So if you're not interested in that, you can just click ahead in the video bar to my actual Flosstube stuff. So if you guys have been with me for a while, you might know that in the summertime and spring, I have seasonal depression, on top of my usual regular depression. And this year actually hasn't been too bad. Last year was quite bad, but this year has been actually okay, mostly. So I've been pretty high spirits despite like some of the stuff that's been going on. Towards the beginning of like closer to when I filmed my last Flosstube video, I got like a stomach flu or something, and I really did not feel good for a while. I ended up missing like a shift and a half or so at work, which sucks since I only work once a week. So that paycheck was very sad. But yeah, I really was not feeling well. It can be kind of hard with stuff like that with like my IBS and my chronic fatigue syndrome to figure out if it's like actually a stomach bug or if it's just my symptoms being bad. So, but it did last for quite some time, so I think it was some sort of issue, I don't know, but I have been feeling better recently. I also had like, I don't want to say a health scare, but I was having an issue with a medication that I was taking. I was getting some side effects that are not normal, and so my doctor actually had me go down to my hometown to get some like lab work and stuff done. So I had to get some blood taken, and I had the absolute pleasure of having a pelvic ultrasound done. And luckily, most of that stuff came back normal, unconcerning. There's just like a couple things that I need to tweak with my diet, which is fine because I need to do that anyway. My partner and I have definitely not been eating the best recently-ish, so that's just kind of like the extra little kick in the butt that I need to, like, cook better food at home. Also, I just, like, need to rant about this because I was so upset. The other day, we have a rice cooker, right? And, our rice cooker has a little clip on the side to hold the rice paddle. And one day we just noticed that it wasn't there. We didn't even know it was detachable. We've had this thing for like 4 years. And so I was like asking Ruben if he knew what happened. He thought I did something with it. I thought he did something with it. So we didn't know what happened. And then what was it, like yesterday or 2 days ago, we were cooking rice and I was like, that really smells like melting plastic. Like that's concerning. So when we took the rice pot out of the rice cooker, we actually found that the clip to the rice paddle had somehow gotten into the rice cooker, and onto the heating element. So it had completely melted. So I had the pleasure of disassembling our entire rice cooker to take care of that situation type of deal. I did manage to get all of it out, but it was a huge pain in the butt. But yeah, I mean, that's like pretty much the most eventful thing that's happened recently. I've just been kind of working on like getting my ducks in a row. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff going on like in our personal life, with, I guess what I'm alluding to here is, Ruben and I are actively trying to get ready to buy a house. We're hoping to actually buy sometime in like late winter, early spring. We'll kind of see where things go though, because the housing market here in the city that I live in is absolutely insane. I know that it's kind of crazy everywhere right now, at least in the US. But the city that I live in particular is developing very quickly. It used to be like just a college town, and in the past, I don't know, a couple decades, it really has blown up. And then, a big company came in and they're spending all this money on like bringing all these businesses and stuff in. So the city is really starting to expand, and with that, a lot of people are looking for homes. So houses here are pretty much up on the market for about 2 days before they have an accepted offer, and they're not really available anymore. So it's a little bit intimidating. It is summertime though, and for some godforsaken reason, people like to move during the summer. I would rather not. I don't want to melt. So yeah, we'll see how things go. If we do end up finding like the perfect place for us in like December, then like we'll see where things go. But yeah, we're just kind of like working on getting our finances in order before we start the whole actual process of like pre-qualifications and everything. So yeah, it's really stressful. And everybody in your life has to give you their opinion about like everything in the world. Everybody thinks that they're a real estate expert. So that's super fun. But yeah, we are really, really excited. I know a lot of people my age, I'm 25 and Ruben is 27, and a lot of people our age are looking to have kids. They talk about having baby fever, and Ruben and I are very happily child-free. We will not be having any kids at any time ever. That's just not the lifestyle that we are interested in, but I do have house fever. Owning my home is something that is really important to me, and it's really been like my biggest goal the last few years. So I'm really excited about the prospect of finally being able to do that. Yes. Okie doke, I think that's everything I have for that. So whip update stuff. A couple loose ends to tie up first before I show you my actively being worked on pieces. So this is about the finishes that I had last time. My fox piece, I did very happily rehome that piece. Like I talked about, I hadn't really known where that piece was going to end up because it was originally for somebody who's not really in my life anymore. But I ended up giving it to my best friend. So they showed me a picture of it like displayed very proudly in their new house. So I'm really happy about that. Yes, my Noah's Ark Precious Moments piece. I actually don't have that piece anymore. So what happened was last weekend my parents came up to visit for like just some stuff, just parent stuff. I have a really good relationship with my parents, so they just pretty much came to hang out. And at one point my mom asked me how that stitch was going, and sorry, I just yawned. I didn't know how to skirt around that question. So I just went to my bedroom and got the piece, and I came out with it, and I was like, here it is, it's finished. I had been wanting to surprise her with it, but I guess that was as good of a surprise as any. So yeah, she was really, really excited to see it finished. She got all teary-eyed when she was looking at it, so that was good. But yeah, I gave it to her and she was like, okay, well, I'll take it with me. And I was like, all right, sounds good. So she has it now, and it sounds like she's going to be getting it framed soon? Question mark. I had been wanting to frame it for her, but she wants like a bunch of mats and fancy stuff, so she can pay for that herself. She's a grown woman. So it would have been nice to give it to her framed, but yeah, I'm not mad about not having to spend all that money. Okie doke, so this week I have 3 things to show you guys. I was gonna say I haven't been doing a lot, but on one of the pieces I did make like quite a bit of progress, so you guys will see that. So the first piece I want to show you guys today is Odile. This is a chart by Make It Pink, who's like my favorite designer. I love her. I have in my notes that I worked on this, but I, honest to goodness, could not tell you what I did on it. I do not remember at all. I think I must have worked on this a couple weeks ago, like closer to when my last Flosstube was, and I just can't remember what I did. So you guys will see on screen now where it was the last time you saw her, and then this is what she looks like right now. So, yup. I don't really have a lot to say about this because, like I said, I don't even remember what I did, but this is 8.67%. I would like to be a bit farther on her. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish her by the end of the year like I wanted to, but we'll see, because the Dark Queen is almost finished. And that will be the next piece we talk about. Just giving a quick warning that I am doing the topless version of my queen. So if you don't want a bare chest on your screen for whatever reason, you can go ahead and click ahead to my next project. I'll leave that in the little video bar. So my Dark Queen, I did quite a bit on her. So this is a stitch along hosted by Autumn Lane Stitchery. It is almost done. Part 12 will be released in August of this year, and then that'll be it. This is where she was at the last time you guys saw her, and then this is where she is at this time. I don't know if you can tell because I have moved my Q-snap, but I did finish all of her skin. Oh my god, it took me so long. So I stitched her skin over one, and I had even more skin to do since I chose to do her boob. So that took me quite some time, but I am basically caught up. All I have left is the white in this orb, and that's it, and her hair. But the tea with that is we still haven't gotten the hair pack. Erin and Cassandra made a post the other day about why the hair pack had been taking so long. It was supposed to be out a while ago. Basically, Erin, the head designer at Autumn Lane Stitchery, he actually is currently working like a real person job, quote unquote. He is the art director for, I couldn't remember what it's called, art director for a video game. So she said that he's been working like 12 to 14 hour days and then coming home and trying to work on cross stitch stuff at night and weekends. So he just hasn't had as much time as he had hoped. And it sounds like they're kind of recognizing that like they may have given themselves a bit too much of a workload with doing like the two different faces and all these options and stuff. So they apologize profusely. I really don't mind waiting personally. I've seen like a handful of people being like really upset that the hair pack has taken so long, but I don't know, like shit happens. People have lives, and I understand that like this is an optional extra add-on that they didn't have to offer at all. The actual like regular releases of the chart are coming out on time. So I don't know what else we could ask for. But anyway, I am waiting for that hair pack to come out before I stitch the hair. I heard through the grapevine that it is supposed to be like an ombre hair, so I'm interested to see what that looks like. I might be stitching it, we'll see. I was originally thinking that I was probably still going to stitch the originally charted red hair anyway. But yeah, that sounds cool. So I am hoping that that will be coming out soon. I am like beyond happy with how she's looking though. I'm so excited for this style to be done. I want her to hang up in my house. My partner loves her too, so she's probably going to go in our living room somewhere. Yeah, a few substitutions. Oh, also, when I moved my Q-snap, I did take a full picture of her, so I'll put that in here. One substitution that I have made is instead of the lightest brown in the branches and her horns, 841, I have subbed that in for 841, one strand plus one strand of a metallic floss, just for some fanciness. So you can see that in her horns and then in the circle branch. Also for the orbs, this light yellow, I think it calls for like 4 443 or something. I can never remember what the color is, but instead of that light yellow, I subbed in the Petite Treasure Braid Silk Lame. That's used in a few other places in this pattern. I just think it's cool and it's sparkly, so like why would I not why would I not use it? So yeah, I think those are the main substitutions that I have made. Again, super happy with how this is looking, and I'm excited to have her done. Okay, the last piece I have to talk about today, I did post a little bit about this on my community tab a couple days ago for this piece's birthday, but this is my Pokemon Sprite piece. This piece turned 2 years old on June 26th. So for this piece's birthday, I decided to give it a little bit of TLC. There were some things that I needed to do just to make it a little bit easier on myself to actually work on this piece. So here is where the piece was at last time, and then this is where we're at now. So as you can see, a lot has changed. First of all, probably most obviously, I have moved on to doing color. So I have finished every outline on here. There's 153 in total, because there's 151 Pokemon, and then to even out the rows, they also included the two like little playable character human sprites from Fire Red and Leaf Green. They're at the very bottom. So that makes 153 outlines that I stitched. So I finished that, and then I added a bunch of fabric to each side. You can't see it on this side, but it's there. That is so I can like actually put it in my Q-snap. Here's a picture of how the whole piece was looking before I added fabric to the sides. As you can see, the margins are really slim. I really don't know what I was thinking when I cut this fabric 2 years ago. I have said on my Flosstube before that I really did not know what I was doing at that point, despite having cross-stitched for this year marks like 15 years of me cross-stitching, on and off obviously, but I didn't really do a lot of bigger pieces like that, so I didn't know. I was just a big dum-dum, so I really did not leave myself a lot of fabric on the edges, and honestly it would have been fine if I had kept it in the scroll frame, but since I have moved it to a Q-snap, it was just so difficult to like get it into the Q-snap and be able to stitch these guys that are on the very edge, because the Q-snap would eat up like a bunch of this fabric. So yeah, I went ahead and you should be able to see I actually serged the extra fabric on, and then I also serged all the way around the edge of the entire piece. So no more fraying for this piece. It has been fraying like crazy for a while, so I'm really happy to have that taken care of finally. And then yeah, like I showed you guys, I have finished Bulbasaur. I'm really happy with how he looks. Bulbasaur is one of my favorite Pokemon. I just love him, so that was super cool. And then I did start on Ivysaur, and that is as far as I got before I like went to bed or something, I don't know. And then I also did the inner gray outline for Venusaur. Besides the black outlines, there's also a bunch of lines inside in a different color. The outside is 310, and then the inner lines are going to be 413. So yeah, but again, I'm really happy with how this pattern is looking, and I'm really happy that like I was able to give it some much needed attention, and now I don't hate this piece anymore, and I actually want to see it finished. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that this year just because I have a lot of other stuff on my plate, but I do really want this to be done. For purchases, I really haven't been spending money. But for my Pokemon piece, I did have to buy a bunch of new floss. Not all of this is new. Probably about half of it is. I think I got like 11 or 12 flosses the other day. So I am still missing 70 colors. When I told Ruben that I was missing 81 colors from this piece, he was like, how? Because I just have so many. But yeah, I'm missing 81. I bought 11, so I'm still missing another 70. I mainly focused on buying colors for the guys that are visible on my Q-snap at the moment. And then I will continue to purchase more colors as we work down the piece. That is all. So for plans, I am filming this on June 30th. You guys probably will be seeing this, I believe, July 3rd. So we haven't gotten the 11th part of the Dark Queen of the Earth yet, but that should be coming out on Saturday the 1st. So I will be focusing on doing that. Ruben and I are actually taking a very small trip in July, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be taking my queen on the plane with me. I really hate flying, so I need something to keep myself busy with. I'm hoping that, like, before we take that trip, that the hair pack will be out too, and I could work on, like, truly finishing all the full cross on my queen, because part 11 is the last full cross segment, as far as I understand. I believe part 12 is backstitch and beads only. So, yeah, I am really, really excited about that. Like I said, I keep looking at her. I'm just so excited for her to be finished. Also, when my mom was here, she was asking me about my little sister's, like, birth commemoration piece I've showed you guys before. I think I'm just about ready to start this. Like I said, I do have to sort all the floss out, so that's kind of been a big hurdle for me because I really don't want to do it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Focusing on the queen, and then just sprinkling other projects in. I did not forget about my That Which Does Not Kill Us stitch along. That's on my list of things I want to finish this year. I just really need to take a break from backstitch because of how much I did on my Precious Moments arc. So once I'm ready to do some backstitching again, I will be hopefully picking up that piece and hopefully finishing it. Yeah, that is all I have for today. Like I said, a little bit shorter of an episode. I hope you all enjoyed it anyway. And if you like summer, unlike me, I hope you're enjoying the hot temperatures. It has been so hot here. So yes, I hope that you guys enjoy the start of your month of July. And I will see you in a few weeks. Bye.